Okay, so today we are going to be taking these 3 pumpkins and I'm going to be making like a tiered pumpkin effect. So 3 pumpkins from the Dollar Tree. I have a large one, Thankful and Blessed. I have the one that's Farm Fresh, and then this other one that says Thankful, which I found in the teacher section. So we're going to go ahead and glue them all together so they look like this. And then the colors I'm using are going to be this faux art like brick red color. I'm going to go ahead and use just a basic orange color and then an antique white for my colors. You can color them or paint them any way you want. And then I'm also taking this metal welcome line, which they currently have out with their fall stuff, which also comes Harvest and Thankful. But I'm only going to be using the welcome one for right. With these pumpkins, I've also taken off all of the metal leaves, and we're just going to be working with the back of the pumpkins. Okay, so I'm going to get all of the colors. I'm going to be taking some black chalk paint, and I'm going to be taking some gray, and that is just to go ahead and get any kind of effects that I want to go ahead and put on these pumpkins, just to distress them or make them look a little bit more like pumpkins. So we're going to go ahead and start by painting all 3 of our pumpkins. The red one, then the off-white one, and then the orange one. Once you've got all of your pumpkins painted, then what I'm doing is just mixing some of my red, some white, and some of the black just to give me a darker contrast color so that I can go ahead and start get these so that they kind of look more rounded and like pumpkins. You can add as many lines as you want or curves to your pumpkins. It's really just whatever makes your eyes happy, honestly. Wing it. The worst thing that could happen is you go back over your pumpkin with a darker red color again. As you can see here, I'm doing the same thing with the orange pumpkin. So I took the orange and some of the white and mixed them together just to get some kind of a contrasted color. And again, if you put too much white in, go over it with more of your orange color, and that will help it in if you've, made a mistake. Like, I'm going back over it because I think it's a little bit too white for my pumpkin. So just do as much as you want. Make your eyes happy. With the white one, I went in with the gray. I absolutely love the whole white and gray color contrast. I think it's beautiful. I know it's very popular, so if you're not one person to kind of do what everyone else is kind of doing, then definitely don't do it this way. I just chose to do it because I wanted something a little bit different. Same with the red pumpkin. I think with these 3 tiers, everyone is doing an orange, a white, and like a turquoisey bluish green color. I didn't want to do that. It doesn't fit my decor, so I chose the red. I loved that nice dark brick red, and I thought it came out beautifully. The next step we're going to do is we are going to put the welcome sign onto our orange pumpkin. So I'm putting a little bit of E6000 on here just to give it more of a permanent bond. And then to give it a bond right now, I'm just pop a little bit of hot glue into some of the areas just so that I can get that instantaneous bond so that it won't fall off and I don't have to worry about dry time as much. So lightly press. And I love these little metal signs that Dollar Tree has. Every time I go in there, I want to buy more, but I'm trying to leave some for other people. Okay, so stenciling. What I do, I go ahead and print out my words right on my computer. As you can see here, I take my pencil, I just go over the whole entire back with it so that it kind of makes almost like a transfer. And then flip it over, make sure you get it where you want it, and then trace your letters. It's seriously as simple as that. As far as the font is concerned, I get my fonts for free. From a website that I got from another YouTuber. It's called dafont.com, so DAFONT.com, and they have a whole bunch of different country or scary, like any kind of font you could think of, they have it, and it's free. You download it, and it goes right into, if you use Word, it'll put it right into all of the other, I forget what the heck they're called, but like, your fonts, it'll be listed there, and with all of the other fonts that are preloaded in Word. So this just makes it really, really nice, simple to do, and then it kind of get that whole I've hand painted something, but no, I didn't. And then I'm going to use the Sharpie. It's like an oil ink pen, an oil paint pen. It's okay, I like it. It's definitely a lot easier than trying to put paint on your paintbrush and do these letters. So do yourself a favor and go get one. Okay, and then I'm doing the same thing with this red pumpkin. I've already drawn out my stencil, I've laid it out, and now I'm just tracing it with that black marker so that you could see everything. I will say though, this red paint and that transfer, as you can see, I was having a heck of a time. Holy Christmas. It took me forever to finally be able to like see the stencil. Like I kept moving the pumpkin. And depending on the lighting was if I could actually see it or not. It was just, hi. But it came out wonderfully. Thank goodness, because I was a little bit concerned. But I'm really happy with the end results, and you'll see those in just a moment. So now it's time to assemble. So I have some wood glue. I'm tacking down some hot glue for that instant bond, and then of course the wood glue will keep it bonded for a lot long time. And we're doing that for 2 of the pumpkins because obviously the third one is going to be open at the top. So just a little wood glue and some hot glue. And then as you can see on this orange pumpkin, I did add a little bit of accent. I put another one of those leaves up on the top of it. And then we're going to go ahead and put some other little leaves that we have left over from the other 2 pumpkins. I'm going to put them in the center of that white pumpkin. And for my twine bow, I'm just looping it over top of my fingers and then tying it together with just a piece of twine. I love these bows. They're so easy to make. And we're just going to glue those right into the center of those 2 leaves. So this way here you can't see like where it's parted and all of that. And cutting down those so that they're not so long. I love this. I hope you guys do too. Okay, and then with some scrap wood, what I'm doing is first I'm going to go ahead and take off all of the glitter. Dollar Tree loves glitter. So I'm going to take off all the glitter, and I'm going to go ahead and take this piece of wood that has already got a pre-drilled hole in the center, put some glue on it, hot glue, and this is going to go ahead and be my support up through my pumpkins. Then I'm going to go ahead and screw into the base, so this way here it can stand up on its own on your porch, on mantle, wherever you want to put it. And then as far as the base, I'm just painting it with some of this Waverly Antique Wax. I love this color. Your wood grain shows up through it. You can paint it on thicker if you don't want it to be that thick. You can water it down so it acts more like a stain. It's just an amazing product, but this is just leftover piece of wood from a wood pallet that I took apart a couple months ago. So always keep your scrap. And then I'm just going to assemble it. I'm putting a screw up through the bottom. That will then go ahead and screw up through the back of the support with the pumpkins so that it will stand up on its own. Don't need any power tools if you don't want to use power tools. So just take your time, ladies. You got this. And now for some extra support. I'm taking some Jenga blocks or tumbling blocks from the Dollar Tree, pulling them up, and we're going to put some wood glue and hot glue on these, and they're just going to stick right behind the pumpkin. So this way here, it can't turn if for any reason it wants to turn on that screw, or, you know, we get a heavy gust of wind, anything like that. It's going to be outside, at least mine is, so I want to make it as stable as possible. And this wood glue from Dollar Tree does dry clear, so I was kind of nervous actually when I noticed that somewhere through the front I was kind of scared that it was going to just end up with this white gloppy mess, but it didn't, so I am super thrilled that it turned out wonderful. And here is the finished look. Right now this is just sitting in my living room because I think it's a little bit too early to start putting out fall items. But I hope you guys loved this video. If so, please go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can be notified of all future uploads. And have a great day.